Girls of Reddit, what is something guys shouldn't feel insecure about? Coming quickly. I'm honored, sir. Coming quickly is fine, and I would never judge someone for that, because I know it's not in their control, but I also definitely don't expect it to mean that sex is over. Being vocal when they orgasm. I've seen so many guys just hold their breath and try to choke any sound that might come out of their throat when they come, and it's just a little sad. Like, what are you afraid of? I wanna know you're having fun. I wanna know you enjoy what's happening. Be loud about it. Screw the neighbors. My husband told me yesterday he's less of a man because he got fired and can't provide for us. I'm providing for us just fine for right now. He's looking for work and has picked up more of the housework. To me, he would only be less of a man if he gave up and only played video games all day. As long as he's trying and productive, I'm happy. You're a really good person. Keep on being you. Liking cats, especially kittens. Why do some guys get their boxers in a twist about cooing over animals that are objectively cute and lovable? Chill out and pet the damn cat. Occasionally, I get shit because I have a cat. He's adorable and those people can suck it. Their bum. Wish you said this 3 months ago. Now what am I supposed to do with this bubble butt? Learn chew on it. But then Captain America enters the room. Singing. I love when I'm at a chill pizza joint and the cooks in the kitchen are singing. Doesn't even matter if they are not great singers. I love when people are happy enough to sing. As a line cook, let me just tell you, we don't sing because we are happy, we sing because it stops us from walking out and strangling the ashat with a lactose allergy, asking for specially made pizza during drunk o'clock with 40 tickets hanging on the board. Edit. To the angry people, I'm just explaining why you hear a line cook singing. Nobody's actually angry at people with allergies, just venting in a high stress environment. Guys aren't there to protect and have a shoulder to cry on. They need love and affection as well as we women. It's totally okay to need a safe place now and then and just talk. You don't have to be emotionless. We don't need strong hands wrapped around us. We can hold hands and walk side by side. Your height and muscle weight is not as relevant as some toxic PPL may make you think it is. Some friends of mine are really insecure about not being able to grow a beard. TBH, it doesn't really matter. Mine has 2 bald spots around the jawline that make any attempts to grow a beard look weird. It's not so much that I want to be able to grow a beard for looks, although that would be nice. It's more that I'm tired of shaving all the time. Go full John Wick. Keanu has a patchy beard and he just rocks it. Yeah, but he is Keanu, he can do whatever he wants to, but Keanu would want you to do whatever you want to and not let anyone else affect your decisions and happiness. It's okay to not be the smartest person in the room. Admitting you don't know / understand a thing does not make you look weak. Blustering your way through makes you seem like an arrogant ass. Admitting you don't know something already makes you smarter than average. I didn't know that. Thanks. Appearing feminine over stupid things, like thinking a puppy is cute, wearing pink, or being generally friendly and smiley. Women like that shit and get annoyed and exhausted by men who take masculinity too far. I didn't realize some people think that thinking a puppy is cute was feminine. No regrets lol. I want to hug and pet all the puppies I can. I do baby talk with the puppies, even though I don't want kids lol. What kind of douchebag doesn't like puppies? Hell, I've known manly men who were allergic to dogs that would suffer the itch just for puppies. I'm sitting here making a scrapbook, crying, balding, getting chubby, growing my moobs, possibly growing a beard. I'm 5 feet 2 inches, have a tiny dick, and I can't solve a Rubik's Cube to save my life. Ladies, get at me. Danny DeVito, you've always had our hearts. This isn't Danny. We all know Danny DeVito has a magnum dong. The flip side of the comments about not being able to grow a beard. Guys shouldn't feel insecure about being hairy. I love a hairy chest and don't find the hairy back or shoulders to be a problem. Like most things listed here, yeah, you'll find women who won't like it, but if they are willing to write you off for something physical that is out of your control, they probably aren't the person for you. I will say, regardless of anything else, hygiene is important. If you're hairy, you might sweat more depending on the climate and how warm you run. but if you shower regularly and keep everything clean, it's all good. Edit. Yes, this includes hairy butts, backs, legs, shoulders, etc. I think the only thing I might ask someone to trim would be crazy nose hair, though that could be disguised by a mustache. Many guys came into this thread looking for someone saying dick size, and I still don't believe them. It's true what they say, then, I guess. The dick size thing isn't about what women think, but rather about what other men think. That's like girls being insecure about boob size, and just as pointless. My husband married good old flat-chested me when I looked like a boy. Now that I'm old and have had a couple kids, he's happy with the bigger boobs, but he was just as happy before. When my boobs were smaller, they were actually way more sensitive. I think my husband enjoyed sending me into orbit with just the slightest amount of boob play. Titigasms are a beautiful thing. Yo, that's a thing. WTF. Balding. So many guys try to hide it, or even get plugs or constantly wear hats. Just keep the sides cut close, buzzed or shaved, and most women will actually think it's attractive. A friend of mine shows signs of balding already. He seems pretty confident about it, saying at one point he is just going to shave it all. Honestly, his confidence is attractive. No matter what the hair looks like, confidence makes all the difference. I'm 24 and started shaving it recently because it was getting so bad I hardly had a choice. Zero regrets. Before I pulled the trigger though, I actively tried to joke about my balding openly in order to cut away any awkwardness. If you own something, people can't make fun of you for it. That wasn't even a concern for me. I was more frustrated that people felt the need to tiptoe around it and damn near lie to me about it in order to avoid an awkward conversation. But towards the end of that awkward phase, and especially now, after shaving it for a while, my confidence has been reaching all-time highs. I ran into an old boyfriend about 10 years after we broke up. I said, Jesus, I won't mention you're bald if you ignore I got fat. He said, I'm gonna shave my head and look like Bruce Willis. Fatty. It was funny. Crying. It can be so difficult to do. I didn't cry for probably 10 years due to getting told my entire life men don't cry. Suck it up, princess, by every other man in my life. After 2 years of allowing myself to feel, the one thing that broke my crying dry streak was my cat dying. That was the only thing in 10 years that managed to move me to tears. Thankfully I'm getting better. Edit. I'd like to thank everyone who replied with their own stories and pasts. It really shows me that I'm not the only one who feels this way / went through this. I didn't reply to most of you. There were a lot of you, but I read all your posts and want to say this. It took medication and years for me to be at this point. I encourage those of you still suffering to look into getting help for your anxieties and depression, because I'm seeing a lot of that in the replies, and likewise I suffer both. Medication is the greatest thing I've ever done and has been the catalyst for me being able to progress this far. Thank you all for your replies and good luck in your own stories. Don't feel insecure about liking girly things. Order that fruity drink, watch that rom-com, and sing in the shower. A lot less people care than you might realize. IDK if it's true or not, but I've heard a lot of guys are insecure / care a lot about their hair. One of my guy friends once told me that he spends a good 15 minutes in the morning styling it, so it looks okay. Honestly, I don't really notice a guy's hair, unless it's drastically different from everyone else. That is like buzz cut, super long, or just some wild hair. I have Native American hair. It's impossible to deal with. Too short and it spikes out. Too long and I look like fucking Mowgli. Women are baffled when I complain about it, but I always get compliments when I spend an ungodly amount of time fixing it. They should stop feeling insecure about showing emotion, especially in a relationship. I know a lot of guys grew up being told that showing emotion was "girly," but honestly, when a guy is open about how he is feeling and doesn't suppress it, it makes everyone feel more secure. When the girl feels like she's the only one who has real feelings in the relationship, then it's hard to trust the guy, and the guy often feels misunderstood as he isn't conveying what he wants to. Guys, please know it's okay to be emotional. You deserve to be honest with the people around you, and it makes relationships so much better for everyone involved. This is so true. My husband and I have been together for 7 years. Growing up, he was always told to grow a pair anytime he tried talking about his feelings or showed any negative emotion that wasn't anger. When he and I first started dating, it almost ruined our relationship, but thankfully after moving out on his own he realized that it was a toxic behavior and has made incredible improvements. I've still only ever seen him cry maybe 5 times ever, 2 being when our children were born, but he's much better about communicating when he's sad or stressed rather than holding in his feelings until he blows up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that bell to turn on notifications so you'll be sure to know when the next video comes out. Want to watch some more? Check out my other videos. I really do appreciate everyone who helps make these videos possible. And as always, thanks for watching.